Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful Friday out here. This morning, I have a message, and that message is God's message to the leaders of nations. I'm going to be reading from Psalm 82 from verse 1 to 4. Psalm 82 from verse 1 to 4. And it says, if I'm going to read one verse after the other, God stands in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among gods. It said, God stands in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among gods. Gods are the leaders of nations. And God is judging among them. And verse 2, God says to the gods, to the leaders of nations, how long will you judge unjustly and show partiality to the wicked? God says this to the leaders of nations. How long will you judge unjustly and show partiality to the wicked? The wicked are the elites. The wicked are the captains of finance. And the wicked are the lords of capital. The wicked are the rulers, the financial rulers of the world. And God told the leaders, God is telling the leaders, defend the poor and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and the needy. That's verse 3. And in verse 4, God said, deliver the poor and needy. Free them from the power of the wicked. God is telling the leaders of nations, deliver the poor and the needy. Free them from the power of the wicked. So God is calling our leaders. He's saying, how long will you allow the wicked run the economies of this world? And the wicked are the lords of capitals. The lords of capital, they are the captains of finance. They very early, the real power behind the scene. God is saying that leaders of nations are showing favoritism to these lords of capital. The system is rigged on their behalf. They are the workers of inequality. They are the perpetrators of economic injustice. The global economy is rigged against the poor and the needy. We have an exemplary leadership exhibited by King Josiah, a king beloved by God and the people. In Jeremiah 22:16, it says regarding King Josiah, he defended the cause of the poor and the needy. Everything went well for him. Isn't this what it means to know me, says the Lord? This proves that God intends that humans should organize their society with justice. Josiah, he defended the cause of the poor and the needy. He defended, it was beloved by everyone. It was beloved by God himself. He did this very thing God intends leaders to do, according to Psalm 82, 1 to 4. But the leaders have not done so. The leaders have not brought about justice. The leaders have not helped the poor of the earth. And the leaders have allowed inequality to grow from place to place. All over the earth, there's so much poverty. Half of humanity live in poverty. They live in poverty and suffer from all kinds of issues, all kinds of affliction. Yet, the leaders have not listened to what God says. Listen to what God says. And this is the very reason why Christ is coming. Christ is coming to bring economic justice to the poor and the needy. Someone is laughing. Yes, that is what he said. He said it in the Gospels. He said, I've come to preach the good news to the poor. This good news is actually written. It's actually found in the writings of the prophet. And if we look at a prophecy attributed to Jesus Christ in Isaiah 11:4, it says, but with righteousness he will judge the needy and decide with equity for the poor of the earth. He will strike the earth with the rod of his mouth, and the wicked will be killed with the breath of his lips. The wicked will be killed with the breath of his lips. We read about the wicked earlier in Psalm 82, 1 to 4. The wicked are those who have put the poor and the needy in bondage. God was pleading with nations, with leaders of nations, with the gods as they're called in Psalm 82. God said, deliver the poor and the needy from the hand of the wicked. The leaders haven't done so. But instead, the leaders have enriched the wicked of the earth, the elites of the earth, at the expense of the poor, at the needy, at the expense of the middle class. So there is so much poverty in the world, and now Jesus, he said that Jesus will come. He said, with the breath of his lips, it will destroy, it will kill the wicked with the breath of the very wicked that was talked about in Psalm 82, 1 through 4. It will destroy the wicked. Christ is coming again, folks. Not for rapture, but for economic justice. Christ is coming again, not for rapture, for economic justice. God bless you, folks. Have a good day.